webinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
So everyone quickly settle down. Okay. So we could start in next 3 minutes. Every one of you online, you should be able to see my screen and you should be able to hear me. And yeah, you guys, you have now, you can unmute anytime and you can just respond. Online resources, able to see my screen and able to hear me. Everyone online. See my screen and able to hear me. Someone please unmute and respond.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So thank you so much. Everyone online able to hear me. If anyone not, please check the mic and speaker from your end. Reconnect quickly. In that case, you should be reconnecting quickly. Okay. So all of you make sure that my voice is audible to you. And we could start in next to 2 minutes. Just relax for 2 minutes. 8 o'clock sharp. We are going to start our session.
Hey, Harsha, good morning. This is Yuvraj. Harsha, you're going to handle the sessions from today, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, today will be the first class of technicals. Okay. Let's start off now in a minute. And here you go now. See, all of you, you might have downloaded Pega software, either version 8.6 or 8.7. Anything is okay. So I think most of you have downloaded 8.7 version, right? See, after you download, And if you follow the instructions provided in the video, like installation video, there is no audio for that, but everything clearly mentioned step by step. If you have followed step-by-step details that are suggested in the video for the installation process, you might have done your installation by this time. How many of you are yet to do the installation? Still yet pending with the installation? Still pending. How many are there? So all of you should finish the installation process end of day today at any cost.
Hi, Harsha.
And classroom students, if you are facing any issue with the installation, only after you try, if you are facing, then get your laptop here. But without trying, don't bring your laptop here. We will come to know whether you have at least given a try or not. Okay. So you just download the software from our website, Harsha Trainings, and go to downloads. I will show you. Just 1 second. Hold on. Online, someone was trying to ask something. harshatrainings.com, and here you go. And here you have, on the right side, here you have downloads. If you go to the downloads here and Pega PRPC software, you will find here somewhere here Pega software 8.7 version. If you click on this link, it will take you to Google Drive where you can download the software. So if you face any issue like too many downloads have happened and some error message like that, if it is being shown, which means that you should log into your Gmail and then try to click on this link. In the same browser, in one of the tab, you log into some of the account of Gmail and then you start downloading. It will be downloaded for sure successfully without any issues. Understand? Make sense? And now coming to this one. After you download, you go to our YouTube channel. Okay. In the YouTube, you just type here Pega software installation. Okay. And here if you go to Pega software installation, you see this one, how to install Pega on Windows step by step, unable to connect to database error resolved. Many of you, whoever did not follow this video properly, they might have got this issue. Okay. And if you follow this video step by step, all the steps that are being mentioned, you should be able to successfully install Pega software. To install Pega software, you need not to be a student from CSC background or IT background. You need not to be an IT employee. If you know basics of computer, Windows operating system, how to navigate here and there, one should be able to successfully install the software. It will take around 23 minutes. The minimum time that it takes is maybe 16 minutes also. Some people might have experienced it. 16 minutes to 23 minutes. Even sometimes it will take 45 minutes for some of you. At the place of re-indexing, it may get stuck for 30 minutes also. But automatically it will proceed forward thereafter. See, finally, after your installation is being done successfully, you should be getting a login screen like this automatically. Automatically, you should be getting a login screen like this. Okay. Meer madhyalo eskonche. You just get it in this way. Okay. So that you can see the screen clearly. Ikkada unda chair already madhyalo. Okay. And you should be able to log into PRPC by using default credentials provided. See, if you are working with home version or you are working with enterprise version. I mean, enterprise version is the software which you purchase by license. Both are 99.9999% same. Only difference is you cannot install it on a distributed environment, personal edition. Everything else is there in personal edition, whatever that is there in the enterprise edition. So by default, when you purchase PRPC as a product, you will be given some login details. Okay. So the default credentials, administrator@pega.com, and password is install. I can show here. Default credentials, administrator@pega.com, password install, and you will be able to log into PRPC. Thereafter, your work starts. And one important thing that everyone should understand here, okay, just listen to me carefully, is some of you might not have got this login screen automatically popped up. Okay, you might not have got this login screen. No problem. We can manually bring it. Look at here. after you install PRPC, you might have got 3 icons like this created on the respective laptop or desktop on the home screen. See, one of this is going to be startup, and the second one, maybe order may be different for you. I just placed it in order. Startup, login, and what else the third one? Shutdown. What is this startup? What is this login? What is this shutdown? Let me explain you clearly. Now let me tell you what has happened when you install this Pega product on your machine. See, when you install Pega, it has installed Java, it has installed Tomcat application server, okay, and it has deployed Pega product. This one, right? What you have just now seen on Tomcat. This has also happened. And the fourth one is database installed. I think all of you might have experienced this. Database installed plus tables created and loaded. See, this is the last step. Fourth step is the one which will take a lot of time. This is all will be done in 2 minutes. The fourth step you might have experienced to see that. Database created, table created, number of rows inserted, table 2 created, number of rows inserted. At some point in time, re-indexing is happening. It would have got stuck for 20 minutes or 25 minutes also. So anyhow, database installation, tables creation, tables loading, all that will be taking time, much time. మీరు ఒక చైర్ తీసుకొని ముందుకు రండి. లాస్ట్లో కనపడకపోతే ఇక్కడికి రండి, చైర్ తీసుకోండి. All that will be taking much time. Okay, so only database, otherwise you sit there. Okay, so the time taking process in the installation is only database installation and tables loading and creation. All this will take time. After your installation is done, all of these have been installed. See, any application that you have, Java, .NET, any web application, anything, in order for the application to run, you need a server. That is what the Tomcat application server installed here. On this server, the Pega product has got loaded, deployed, or installed. Okay. See, anytime if you want to deal with PRPC environment, even in the home version or enterprise, the practice will be same. But in enterprise, you have multiple devices, but here it is only one single machine. You see this black color command prompt. You might have got this command prompt similar to you also, right? You might have got the same. This is 8.6 version actually, but we are learning 8.7. We are going to learn. I'll stop it. Remember this clearly and please listen to me carefully. You should never close this command prompt directly. Means here is the close button, right? Never do it. Closing it by clicking on the into mark there, okay, the server will get crashed usually with some issues and all. Next time when you want to bring up the server, it won't come up properly, but we can fix the issue. There are so many issues even I am facing. Okay, that's not a big deal. I will share this video, whatever that I'm saying now. You just make sure you follow this whenever you have issues with startup. Okay, let me show you. I'll directly close because I want to make an issue here. Okay, closed it. You might have by mistake closed, or maybe power gone and it got closed. That may happen, right? Usually it should never be closed like this. But what you have to do in order to make sure your PRPC to run, see, here is the login, right? If I double click on login, it won't show up anything. It is keep on loading, or it will load to show like this. Your Pega PRPC environment is not coming up. What is the reason it doesn't come up? The reason that it doesn't come up is server is not up and running. Server should be first started and then your application should be started. See, if I start my machine, then only I can work on Windows, right? Just to tell you in an easy way. Only when I start my laptop, then I can work on any software installed on this laptop. Without starting my laptop, can I work on it? Here it is hardware plus software, but in the sense of application server and another application, both are software products. In order for the application to run, application server should run first. Okay, Everyone clear? Two products are there. One product is responsible for running another product. The base product first you have to start, right? So everyone, after your installation is done, you might have got this command prompt automatically running. Even if you close it for now, not a big deal. Even if you get Kafka message, error message, not a big deal. You would have closed everything. Now, in order to start up the server, do this. See, here is the startup icon. Even if I face the issue, I'll follow some workaround. I'll show you. Double click on startup. It will open the command prompt. So anytime if you want to open PRPC environment and you wanted to work on PRPC environment, the first thing that you need to do is what? You have to do startup. First you start up, command prompt will get open and it will run. How long does it run? It may be even 30 minutes or 25 minutes or 15 minutes for you initially. Whether your system RAM is 8 GB or 16 GB or even more than that, for first 1 week time duration, your PRPC will be slow. That is very possible. Okay, it is very much possible that Pega will run very slow. See, your system should not be slow. Other aspects on your system, control panel, something, Windows products you will access, right? That should not be slow. Listen to me. Only PRPC environment may be slow. You will find it like running very slow PRPC. Okay, where it may take for this server to overall get completed starting even 25 minutes also. Don't get disappointed. Okay, it will speed up in a week time once all the cache is created. Okay, you keep on using it will speed up automatically. For me also, it may take 5 minutes or 10 minutes. During the time of startup like this, you may face some issues. It may stuck somewhere. I'll tell you the workaround how to achieve it. It may get stuck somewhere and you might be getting error messages and all. Let me click on login now. Double click on login. After startup, you double click on login. It is keep on loading, right? What does it mean? It is still loading means your server is still coming up. It is server startup is not yet been done. Means server, you started your Windows machine. Okay, it is still in running, starting mode. It is not yet been started. Server is still running and started. I am getting some issues. The reason why I am getting some issues, if you remember, I closed previously the application server, directly killing the process. You should never do that. Doing that direct closing will cause issues like this. Will create issues like this. See, anytime if you wanted to close this command prompt, even after you successfully work on PRPC environment and all, you make sure you properly shut it down. How do you properly shut it down? This is the icon. You have startup, login, shutdown, the same order. Startup first you have to do, wait for 15 minutes or wait for 10 minutes. Anytime you double click on login, if you get login screen, server is started. If your login screen is still running, means server is still coming up. You wait till the login screen you get, and then you work on it. After you finish working on PRPC, or there is an issue with your server, you shut down and start again. Okay, double click on shutdown. It will bring one more command prompt. This will run some commands to close the previous command prompt. Means it will bring down the application server command by command, executing command in a happy process way. Directly closing this background command of the command prompt means you are killing the process. Always you double click on shutdown. Sometimes this shutdown also will not work properly. But no problem. If anything is working, there is a workaround which I will tell you. Okay, no worries about it. Just wait. I want to create issues, fix issues, so that you should never get back to me in future sessions anytime when you are not able to start up your server. Back passing. IAC on చేయండి 18 మీద పెట్టుకోండి. Okay, just wait a minute. Meanwhile, one mail resource, someone was trying to ask questions some time back. Who was that? Any questions? Oh, so far everyone following, right? It is very simple. It is not a rocket science. Just a sequence order. Startup, login, and shutdown. Easy to remember. Remember another point.
Good morning, Harsha.
For me, it is not working. It is not allowing me to even shut down in a regular process. There is no other go. I'll close it. Even if I start once again, it won't get started, right? So what is the workaround? See, any error message you are getting, anything login issue you are getting, startup issue, login issue you are getting, this is the workaround you follow. Okay. See, you might have installed Pega on some drive, maybe C drive or D drive, somewhere you should have installed, right? Okay, you know that where you are installing at the time of installing. Anywhere, wherever you install, you will have a folder created like this, PRPC personal edition. I will share this video, no problem. Okay, able to follow, right? Open this folder, and in this you have Tomcat application server is the issue, right? Then go to Tomcat folder. See, this is the version related to 6, the folder I have opened. I installed 7 on C drive. Hold on, somewhere here also I have 2 softwares, I mean like 2 versions installed on same machine. Don't bother, but this is okay. I have opened it. Go to Tomcat and listen to me carefully. There are 2 folders by name Kafka. There are 2 folders, folder 1, folder 2. We are now going to deal with a folder called Kafka data. See, this folder, you select it and then you delete it. What do? Delete. Instead of deleting normally, you click on shift to delete on your keyboard. Shift to delete means permanent delete. Which folder I am trying to delete? Kafka data. By mistake, if you delete above folder, your PRPC will never come up. You have to reinstall Pega. Okay. Remember, this is a temporary folder. This is where locking issue will happen. See here, lock is there, lock created. So make sure that you are going to shift. Sometimes this will also not get deleted. No problem. Once or twice if you try, it will get deleted. See, I am trying to do a shift to delete on Kafka data folder. It got deleted permanently successfully. Now your server should come up successfully. See, many of you after your installation is done, you might have closed PRPC directly. First, you don't do all these steps of Kafka data. You try to start up again. When you face an issue in the startup, then only you follow this workaround of deleting Kafka data folder. I am going to start up now. Let us see whether it is getting started this time or not. See, even after you do this step, if it is not going to successfully started, that is something different. We can discuss later, but not now. It will get started successfully at this time. For sure, it should be started. Okay, let us see if it is going to get started or not. Okay, so how long do you wait on this command prompt? You don't know it initially. For me, it will not usually take more than 5 minutes, but for you, it may take even 25 minutes. For first 1 week, it may take little bit of time to bring up the server and all. Okay, but not every time. Okay, after 1 week you work on this, it will be done without any issues. Your PRPC will automatically speed up by after cache gets created. Okay, let us wait. So now I don't know server is started or not by this time. I don't know, but what I can do is double click on login button. It is keep on running. What does it mean? Server is still coming up. No worries, you wait. But how do you know whether the server is up or not? You will come to know about this. Server is up or not. There will be a message you will see at the end here somewhere. Server startup in so and so milliseconds. I'll show you. See here. Server startup in ms, like this, means milliseconds. If that type of message is being shown up in the command prompt here, that means your server is up and running. But it may not be possible for you to look with your eyes this one which is running so fast, right? See, somewhere you should have got that message. Anywhere you find it? Server startup. See here. I'm sorry, this is still going. See here, server startup in so and so milliseconds you got, which means your server started. But you don't need to look for this message for your information. You start it and minimize the command prompt. You should never close it, I told you. And click on login. It keeps on running, and at certain point in time, it will load the login screen. Login screen is loaded means your server is started. Login screen not loading even for 5 minutes. You go to this command prompt, you see any error messages are there. Something odd. You will be able to easily recognize that. What you do? Close everything, follow the workaround, and then start. It will be started successfully. Understand everyone? Now look at here. I am going to log into PRPC by using the credentials administrator@pega.com. You may note down somewhere. Password is install. Okay, just wait a minute. Password is install. You may note down somewhere. Install all lowercase, please. Install is all lowercase. Spelling INSTALL. Install. This is the default credentials that everyone will be using. And now after you log in, what you should be doing, I will tell you. Okay. So let's get on to the subject now. But before we get on to the subject, I missed him again. The person who was trying to ask a question, I missed you again. Please respond now.
Hi, Harsha. Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, I have 8.5 version. Is it okay for me, or should
It
I
is
install
okay if you have
8.7?
8.5 version is also okay, but better you go with 8.7. You can install, suppose
Okay,
8.5 if you have installed on C drive, 8.7 you can install on
Okay.
D drive. My system RAM is 12 GB and it is SSD.
Okay.
SSD 12 GB
Okay.
means almost equal to 16 GB of normal hard disk. If you have
Okay. So my RAM is actually 4 GB. So should I uninstall
4
that
GB, you
8.5
cannot
first?
even run one software. Okay, other 4 GB software already Pega is installed and it is running successfully. I'm asking a question.
Yeah, it is running successfully.
You just go ahead with 8.5, no issues. Don't do anything else. For you, even 4 GB it is running means okay, but 99% it won't be running for 4 GB. See, now you logged into Pega. Hereafter, you can start doing your tasks if you are a developer. Okay, this is the developer studio. This is called as developer studio. See, so far what I have told is just start up login. See, after my work is been finished, today I have logged in at 8 AM for practice and I practiced for 2 hours or 1.5 hours and my work is done. You see, on the left bottom corner, you have one menu, log off. Like right top corner, you have Gmail, right? Gmail menu. Same way, on the left bottom corner, you see a menu. There you have log off. I logged off for today. I feel like even evening also I am not going to practice. If you are going to practice later time in the same day, you make sure you don't shut down the server. Don't shut down the server. Today again, if I started now, maybe I'll shut down my server maybe after 1 week on Friday, because I do not even shut down my machine till a week. Okay, because continuously I'll be working, right? I don't shut down startup and all. I don't do it. As long as you want to work on Pega, this command prompt should never be closed. Minimize, log off. Suppose you wanted to close for today, tomorrow you want to start again. What you should be doing now? You have to double click on shutdown. You should never close the command prompt. Understand? Unfortunately, there is a power failure or your system shutdown, it will get closed. That time you try to start up. If any issue, you know the workaround. Right? Everyone clear about all this? Now let's get into the subject of Pega. See, any software product like C#, VB in combination with ASP or any other user interface and database, and Java in combination with HTML and any database, or you have a Salesforce product, you have Pega product, BPM product, any other BPM product, any other CRM products. All these are meant for developing applications, developing business applications. See, a client will be giving you a business requirement saying that we have so and so banking business, we have so and so insurance business, we have so and so healthcare business. Could you please create one business application to process our business of regular business transactions that we are trying to do, so that it will be easy for our business to make it without any manual processing. Understand? This is the requirement which you will be getting from the client. See, any technology you're working on, the basic thing is you have to decide to create one application first. You have to create one application. Everyone clear? So you are being given with a requirement to create an application which is a software product using some software. See, the topic which I am going to tell you now is the generic concept. It is not only related to Pega. It is applicable to Pega. It is applicable to Salesforce. It is applicable to Java and other technologies. Everywhere it is universal concept. See, if you want to create a business application for your business, So what will be there inside the application? See, I'll tell you one application. Let's say, for example, Amazon is a business application, right? Inside business application of Amazon, what is there? Inside the business application, for example, business application, what are the business functional components? I'll tell you this is an example. See, you take any you take an example of any machine. Let's say, for example, which machine will take? You tell me any machine name. Computer is a machine, right? Overall, computer is a structural machine, correct? In overall, this computer is functioning somehow, right? Inside that, what do you have? Inside this laptop or a computer, what do you have? Some functional components are there, right? These functional components are responsible for overall execution. Just a high level, giving you a glance, like a business application is an overall product. Imagine, like inside the product, what will be there? Business functionalities will be there. What is a software application? A software application comprises of business functionalities. It is comprises of overall business function. All the business functionalities will be residing inside a roof. Okay, that is called as an application in general. See, there are two types of application in reality. Two categories are two types of applications. Okay, anytime if you are being given with a business requirement to create a new application for some business process, it is a best practice. I'm saying it is not mandatory. It is a best practice for one single business. You come up creating two applications, minimum two. It may be two or more. It can be one also, but having one is not a best practice. You'll be able to understand now just in few minutes why it is best practice to create two applications. I have given you one business requirement. See, I'm owning a bank. My bank has the operations of banking, core banking, and we will also provide insurance. We will also provide loans. All this we are providing. You create a business application to process the transactions for all of this in our bank. So whatever we are doing manually today, you just create a business application for us and give. How many applications I have to create? Usually one application called bank application. I will create bank application. Okay, I'll create what? Bank application I'll create. Inside this, what are all the different types of functionalities you have? Let us go ahead. High level that a common man knows. See, if I go to bank, in order to take a bank account, open a new bank account, in order to apply for a loan, or in order to apply for an insurance policy, any of these three, the main basic thing is I should have to submit my details to the bank. Correct? Imagine in the real world, you step into a bank physically, you will be given with a form, right? You need to fill a form. But in software, that form will be user interface, which you will access. Correct? So you will be given with a UI form to provide your customer basic details. Let us say basic details. This customer basic details form, which is going to be given, is it common form to every one of you, irrespective of whether you are applying for a bank account, whether you are applying for an insurance account, whether you are applying for a loan account, anything, is it going to be a common form or not? Is it common or not? It is very common. Now, there is one more. We want to collect the address details of a customer, like billing and shipping address. Okay, address details. Now you tell me, is it common for all three different lines of business of loan, insurance, as well as the other one? Is it common or not? Billing address, shipping address, irrespective of the business type, it is common, right? I'll tell you one more. I want to collect the details in a form related to a transaction that you are making, where I want to collect details like loan details. Loan details means type of loan, maybe personal loan or corporate loan, maybe any other type of loan, comma, loan amount you are looking for, loan amount that you wanted to apply for. Okay, and the duration within, not duration, maybe some other facts like this. Now you need to tell me, this is one form. Imagine this is one form. Is this form same for insurance policy, loan policy, and bank accounts, or different? First of all, will this form be there if you're trying to access insurance policy? If you're trying to apply for insurance policy, do you come across with a form which is going to collect loan details? Yes or no? No. If you're going to open a bank account, the account processing overall, is it going to have any form like loan details? No. This is a specific to one line of business or common to all lines? This one. This is specific. One line. What about this one? Common. And what about this one?
Common.
This is not only banking business. Any business sector, any business application when you try to create, you may be n number of different lines of business to process. Loans is one business processing, line of business process. Insurance is one line of business. Again, in this you can have sublines, personal insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, personal loan, corporate loan, mortgage loan, like this different again sublines can be there. Possible, right? See, any business that when you are setting up, for example, imagine today I am going to set up a bank. I am setting up my bank only for banking operations only. Considering this fact, I am requesting a client to create bank application. It is okay today I am operating only on banking. Tomorrow I may extend my business to have insurance policies provided or loans provided, right? Maybe any other type of business process also. See, it is always a best practice that while you are going to create a business application, it is not only today you think about, you should have some future forecast about the expansion of the business, about your business expansion. Today, if you think everything will not be like today, right? Tomorrow you may have to expand. So consider that, keep that in mind. And given a business requirement to create a business application, you should come up with two applications always created. That is, one is framework application, and second one is implementation application. See, there are two types of applications that are being categorized by developers. See, whether it is framework or implementation, both are ultimately at the end applications only. Correct? Both are applications. We are categorizing the applications into two types: framework application and implementation application. What are you going to do now? I'll show you diagrammatically. So I've been given with a requirement to create a bank application. So today only banking operations, but tomorrow I don't know. It may be extended, right? So I'll create first application 1. This is application 1. What is this application? Framework application I have created. I am creating. Okay. So this is for banking. Bank framework. Okay. On top of it, I will be creating, connecting to it, I'll be creating one more application. This is called, what is this application? Implementation application. This is also for banking operation, I'll tell you. Okay, further. This is also another application. How many applications I created? 2. One is framework, another one is implementation application. Make sense, everyone? Clear? So what is the reason that you create 2 applications? First question. Second question is, what is the advantage of creating like this? This is also one more question, right? So now, usually, first I will tell you orally, what are these 2 applications meant for? What are these 2 applications meant for? Framework application is meant for holding common features across the entire business, my business, whole of my business, some functionalities which are very common across all different lines of businesses, we will be placing in framework. And implementation application holds specific functionalities of specific line of business. This is entire business of all lines of business, which means that The common functionalities related to insurance, loan, banking. Common functionalities of all of these three, I will create in framework application. Only specific functionalities I will create in implementation application. Considering this fact, customer details form and address details form. These two are common functionalities, right? Common or specific? Common. Where should I create these functionalities? In the framework. Loan details, is it a common to all or specific to one? Specific to one. Where should I create this in implementation or framework? This should be created in implementation. Correct? See, business do not know about all this. Framework application, implementation application, where to create. Business will never tell you. Business will tell you only business point of view. As a developer, you should understand the business, what is overall business, what are specific lines of business. Is there any common feature that I can access across different lines of business? Common functionalities of different LOBs you place in framework application. Specific functionalities you place in implementation application. So far, everyone clear? I just told you orally.
Yes.
Giving your best imagination in the real time. I will show you by document now. Look at here. With diagrams, I will show you. It will be more clear for all of you once again. Okay, I'll show you here. I told you right already, application is what? Set of functionalities. So which will be developed by some developers and all, which will make the business running. That is what we have already discussed. And application is the set of functionalities which will be there inside. The overall, the big square box is application. Small square boxes are some functionalities. But remember one thing here, when I say functionality, it is not only UI or not only business logic. It can be some UI functionalities, some business logic functionalities, some database function. Comprises of all of these three, maybe, not maybe. Definitely these three will be there. Now look at here. This is what we were discussing. What is that? Types of application. How many types? Two types. Framework application, implementation application. See, framework application is the one which is going to have all the common functionalities. The diagram what you see here, total how many applications are there here? 3 applications are there. Total how many? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Blue color and 2 saffron color. Now below one is framework application, above 2 are implementation. So my business is insurance business. So overall, considering insurance policy processing system, you created one application called as insurance framework. Understand? Next, considering different lines of business, I can provide vehicle insurance, I can provide health insurance, I can provide home insurance, auto insurance, like this, right? So here I am taking only 2, vehicle insurance and health insurance, auto insurance and health insurance. Now you see, go below. See here, framework application is meant for maintaining the common functionalities which can be accessed or reused across different implementation applications. I'll tell you this now diagrammatically. Look at here. An implementation application will have specific functionalities. Just now we discussed the same. See here, I am creating 4 different forms. 4 different forms. First form is customer details form. Second one, address details form. And third one is not a form, I'm sorry. Third one is a business logic functionality to send email notification. Example, I'll tell you. After you purchase a product in Amazon, will you be receiving an email from Amazon? Or it may be SMS, anything, right?
Yes.
That email functionality will be there, right? You implement by business logic. Such functionality, third one. Fourth one is payment gateway. See, if I'm trying to purchase a loan, if I take a loan, I have to pay some amount of money, right? As a processing fees. If I'm taking an insurance, I have to pay some amount of money as a premium, right? If I'm taking a bank account, I have to pay some amount of money as an initial deposit or maybe bank opening process, right? All this, imagine I'm just paying by payment gateway screen. So that I have created. Now I'll ask you one question. Here in this insurance policy processing system, I have 4 functional components customer details, address details, generic email notification, and payment screen. All of these, irrespective of vehicle insurance and health insurance, all these are common or specific. See, whether you are taking vehicle insurance or health insurance, customer form, address form will be same, right? Basic details I'm talking about. Form same. Generic email functionality is also same, right? Even payment gateway screen also same, right? More or less, irrespective of the business, you'll see same payment gateway screen wherever you go. More or less, the options will be same wherever you go, correct? So, because these four are common functionalities for all my lines of business of different implementations, I will create these four functionalities in framework application. So, you create framework application to maintain some common functionalities across my entire business. Access these common functionalities from framework into implementation application when you create implementation on top of framework. Advantage I'll tell you. Just I am giving you the information what is being shown on the screen. Now look at here. Here we may create some specific functionalities like vehicle details. I want to create one screen to capture vehicle details. Now in the insurance policy processing system, having insurance, vehicle insurance and health insurance, collecting vehicle details only, is that specific functional form or generic form? That is very specific to vehicle insurance, correct? See, if I want to collect vehicle details, do I need vehicle details to be collected at health insurance? No, right? That is specific. Out of these three applications that you see here on the screen, in which application I should create a vehicle details form? Vehicle insurance, implementation vehicle insurance, correct? I want to collect the details about health coverages. You will be covered under regular diseases, seasonal diseases, but not under chronic diseases. Like these coverages are displayed. This screen I want to create, is it specific or common? Specific to implementation 2, correct? So the primary thing is you should understand the business than technology. If you understand business very well, you will be able to utilize technology at its best to make the best business solutions provided to the customers. So are the business, whoever, ultimately customer, right? So it is a best practice that you create minimum 2 applications for your business. One is framework and another one is implementation. Where in a business, common functionalities you place in framework and specific functionalities you place in implementation. Everyone clear with this point? This is not only related to Pega. You are a Java developer or .NET developer, whatever it is, this is very generic. Advantage I will tell you. The advantages. What are the advantages? I'll tell you one thing. In a general, in real life, imagine we have a 2-bedroom house, okay, with a hall and 2 bedrooms. In bedroom 1, people wanted to watch TV. Okay, I have purchased one TV and I have placed it in bedroom 1. Okay, and in the second bedroom, the people wanted to watch the TV. What should I do now? I have to purchase one more TV and place it in the bedroom number 2. Correct? I don't want to buy 2 separate TVs. I want to make only one TV purchased and make it available for watching for both of the people. What should I do now? Yeah, place this TV in
Placing in the hall.
If you place one TV in common hall, anyone from bedroom 1 can access it. Anyone from bedroom 2 can access it. Correct? The same happens in the technology also. If you place the functionalities in framework is like a common hall, 2 bedrooms are 2 implementations. Okay. So now you place your functionalities in framework application that will be accessible to all implementations that you created connecting to this framework. Understand? See, instead of buying 2 TVs, I'm making it only one TV and making it accessible, right? Same way, functionality which you create only once in framework will be accessible to multiple implementations. Will be accessible to multiple implementations. So the advantage of creating like this is reusability. What is this? Reusability. Please mute someone. Hold on. See, you should know that there is background noise and accordingly You have to mute. Okay. I have muted from my end. Hold on. Next. Okay. Is it ikkadi nunchi connect avvaddu? See, there are some policies. If you are violating, action will be severe. Simple. ఏముండదు మిమ్మల్ని ఏమన్నా మిమ్మల్ని ఇక్కడికైతే రాని అంతే. ఓకే. See, the other advantages apart from reusability, మీరు సరిగ్గా ఉంటే నేను కూడా సరిగ్గా ఉంటాను, మీరు తిక్కగా ఉంటే నేను డబల్ తిక్కగా ఉంటాను. అర్థమైందా? Easy to maintain. What does it easy to maintain means? Okay, I'll tell you an example. See, I have one functional component in framework which I am accessing into two different places, right? I want to enhance this functional component, making the enhanced features accessible to, let's say, all 5 implementations. All 5 implementations. This is a common component. I want to enhance its features. Enhanced features should be accessible to all 5 implementations. For example, how many places I have to enhance? 5 or only one place? How many places I have to enhance? One place if you enhance, that is commonly been accessible, right? So easy to maintain. Easy to maintain. Only at one, suppose if you create at 2 places separately, if you are creating the same, what will happen? 2 places you have to make the changes. Instead of that, you are placing it in a common place, right? When you place it in a common place, you make changes at the common place will be accessible to all other specific places. Okay, so that is called as easy to maintain. First thing is the reusability, and second one is what? Easy to maintain. Not only that, easy to extend the business process. Imagine I have vehicle insurance and health insurance today. Tomorrow I am going to set up a new business. I mean, like new line of business. Let's say home insurance. For home insurance also you need customer form, you need address form, you need a generic payout screen, payment screen, and you need a generic email, right? I don't need to create all this once again. I will set up a new business entity. I mean, like new line of business called home insurance on top of the existing framework. All the functionalities that are already there in framework will be accessible to my newly added implementation. Okay, I'll tell you one example. Imagine you had set up one restaurant in Hyderabad. You are very new to this restaurant business. This is the first branch you had set up in Hyderabad, city 1. For first 1 year, you will struggle a lot to streamline the process. There will be so many process oriented things, right? Maybe billing somewhere you are failing, you streamlined it. In the service somewhere you are failing, you streamlined it. Like this, many different functional aspects, you are streamlining everything. For first 1 year, you struggled a lot. Finally, your setup is good. Okay, you came to a position where it is running so smooth. You wanted to set up one more branch in city 2, different city. Okay, in some other city you are setting up a new branch of similar restaurant. Now, are you going to struggle the same way how you have struggled in the past, or it will be very easy for you second time? Why it is very easy second time? The reason is already you have a defined process set up, right? You will copy paste that process. That's it, done. You are not going to do from the scratch. You'll copy paste the existing process. Maybe based on city 2 circumstances, here and there little bit of changes will be there, right? But your struggle will be less. Setup, you are going to set up in 3rd city, then it will be more easier. Expanding will be easy. When you have defined common process at certain point in time, if you have some common process being set up, that can be used everywhere else whenever you are extending your business. So extending your business will be easy when you come up with this particular approach. Understand? So that is why a best practice of setting up your business application is to have minimum 2 business applications, one on top of another. What is the bottom one? Framework application. And what is the top one? One or more implementations. One or more implementation. Everyone clear so far? So at the time of working with PRPC, we are going to work on creating 2 applications. One is framework, on top of it implementation. Make sense? Framework application contains common functionalities. Implementation application contains specific functionalities. Make sense? Everyone clear? Online resources. I will unmute now. Hold on. I have unmuted. You can respond. Make sense? Everyone clear?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
sir.
Anyone has a question? Anyone has any questions? Any doubt?
Yeah,
Uh,
Only
so
one
yes,
by one.
I too have a doubt.
Go ahead.
what if the form created in implementation, can we move
Okay.
future into
Now,
framework?
the question is, if you create a farm in implementation, can you access into framework or other implementations? Not possible. I'll tell you the reasons later. Please, if you are talking to someone outside, please make sure you are on mute. Do not unmute unless you wanted to ask a question. Created in framework will be accessible to all implementations, but not reverse. I'll tell you the inheritance concept later. Even siblings also cannot access. Siblings also, very simple. Your father property, you access, your brother access, your sister access. But your brother property, you cannot access, right? That is not legal, right? And your property, legally speaking, your father do not have any rights to access legally. Morally, it is a different case in reality, right? So the same is applicable in the technology is all about real life. There is nothing new. Okay. Any other question anyone else has?
Yes, sir. So my question is regarding to the version installation on the machine.
No,
So
installation,
how to
not
know?
installation. Do you have any question related to the installation? You call me because that is done. You just call me
Okay,
on my
yeah.
number. I will give you. Hold on. See here. This is my number. Note down. Call me for installation issue.
Okay.
From the subject what we have discussed. After the session, 10 o'clock you call me. Framework application,
Okay.
implementation application. These three. Anyone has any questions or doubts?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
If you create any,
I have a question.
Okay.
Like,
You cannot turn it.
like if you want to create an implementation. Hello.
Yes, go ahead. If you create implementation application,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I create an implementation application over another implementation, would it be possible?
see this type of research we will come across. Now my point is you understand the subject what we have discussed or not. The research questions I will come across. Okay. We did not create so far, right? We will create and we experience and then see. What is the point in asking now? We'll see later, no issues. Only application, implementation application, its purpose, framework application, its purpose. You understand these three? Fair enough. I'll come
Yes,
to your
yes, sir.
research oriented questions
Yes, sir.
later. Okay. Now,
Thank you, sir.
one point which we have discussed at the very beginning, that is, what is an application? Application contains some business functionalities, correct? What is a framework application? Framework application contains some functionalities which are common across other implementations. Keep this point in mind. Come to Pega BRPC environment. Okay, I'm going to log in. Now, what is the advantage of using Pega over other technologies? See, Pega Rules Process Commander application is a software product which has some built-in functionalities ready-made available in it. You want to create your business application, you don't need to do anything from scratch. It is a development automation functional tool. Development automation means code will be generated automatically. It is not only the code will get generated automatically related to UI or business logic or database. This environment itself has so many common functionalities of different sectors of the business. Your banking application, insurance application, any application, look at here, just for your information. Just I am searching for some product. See, for me also it may be slow, little slow, because this is the first time I have installed 8.7. 8.6 is there. And now you see here, you don't need to bother about what is there inside written, but overall what is it all about, you just trying to understand. Send email notification. There is one functional component, it is still loading. There is one functional component called send email notification. Usually this functional component I'll be using whenever I want to send emails from my application to outside. Amazon application, after product is purchased, you will receive an email, right? From Amazon, outside email is being sent. That type of business requirement you want to implement, you don't need to write email coding from the beginning. Coding related to email. This functional component is ready-made available. Call this functional component and pass the parameters of to whom you want to send, from which email you want to send, what is the subject, what is the message body. Like this, if you pass the parameters, it will be done. Just a minute task. If you want to write the coding from the scratch, then it may be 10 days or 15 days or 20 days, depends. Like this, there are so many common functionalities Pega Systems has identified. Along with this product, all these common functionalities are provided built-in. You don't need to write from the scratch. Use it, existing one, just call it and use it. So Pega Rules Process Commander is a revolutionary solution for providing the BPM applications, which itself contains so many business functionalities which are needed across different sectors of the business. Okay, that are needed. And thus the application development time will be slow. Will be low. Okay, when you are using Pega. If you're developing applications by using Java, 1 year time if it takes, in Pega it will not take more than 3 months. Because I already created everything, you don't need to create again. Okay, so you use the existing one. Look at here now. Here you go. So Pega Rules Process Commander environment tool is a BPM tool which has already made functionalities related to UI, business logic as well as database. So many are there. Not everything, but so many are there. And in order to log into PRPC, you'll use the credentials which I have already told you. See, now the point is Pega Rules Process Commander tool, it has functionalities within it. Can we say that from this fact, can we say that Pega Rules Process Commander is also an application? I already told you, application contains functionalities. Pega Rules Process Commander has functionalities. Does it mean Pega Rules Process Commander is also an application or not? Online resources following.
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear?
Yes.
Application
Yeah.
contains functionalities. Pega Rules Process Commander tool contains functionalities. Does it mean, can I say Pega Rules Process Commander tool is also a built-in application or not? Ultimately, Pega Rules Process Commander, instead of saying it as a tool, I can say it is a business application with provided functionalities. On top of it, you create your own business-related application, utilize the existing functionalities from Pega. From this fact, we discussed already, framework application contains common functionalities of different business, right? Or different lines of business. Pega Rules Process Commander also has some common functionalities which we can use while you are creating any type of business application. From this fact, can we say that Pega Rules Process Commander application is a built-in framework application? Can I say that or not? It is a framework.
Yes, sir.
Contains so many functionalities which are common for your banking business, for your insurance business, for your telecom business, or any business. So Pega Rules Process Commander is a software product. Means it is a business application. It is specifically a business framework application. Contains so many common functionalities. Everyone makes sense? Instead of saying it as a tool, I can say Pega Rules Process Commander is a framework application which has common functionalities which I can make use of for any type of business application that I wanted to create on top of Pega platform. Understand everyone clear? So what did we discuss today? So far from the beginning, apart from installation part, we discussed about what is application, what is types of applications, framework application, implementation application, and purpose of each of these two, and most importantly, advantages of doing this, right? After all, we discussed that we looked at PRPC in comparison with definition of application as well as framework application. We came to a conclusion that Pega Rules Process Commander is also a framework application product which has so many functionalities. I will tell you another advantage, financial advantage. I'll tell you financially what is an advantage of creating framework and implementation for a business. Just orally I will explain you. Imagine, it is very easy. Imagine there are 5 banks. Okay, 5 different banks, out of which Bank of America is there. Bank of America is creating one application for processing the issuance of new credit cards. That is the business need. Any type of credit card will go from this application only. Other banks do not have any such application as of now. Imagine. Okay, Bank of America creating 2 applications. One is it created entire credit card processing as a framework. Logos and all, it did not include Bank of America logos. It has included at logo place one image saying logo. At other images places other images. Functionalities related to processing of credit card from beginning to ending, everything is done. Now Bank of America owning a product called credit card issuance system. Now I'll ask you in general one question. Credit card issuance system processing, is it more or less up to at least 80%? Is it common across different banks or different? Is it common or not?
Common across banks.
More or less
Common
it is
across
common, right? Now, on top of the credit card issuance framework, Bank of America is creating one implementation. In the implementation, they placed their logos, their discount rates and all. Okay, their offers and all. Framework contains core functionalities. Can Bank of America now take this framework product separately as one separate product? Can this be sold to all other 4 banks? What is the advantage for other banks when they buy it?
Ready-made.
They don't need to do anything from the scratch. They buy this framework from Bank of America. Simply they will create one implementation, access all the functionalities. Only specific changes, 25% they will do by themselves. Time is being reduced for them. Their application is quickly onboarded into market. What is the advantage for Bank of America now? Even though it is selling for competitors, what is the advantage for Bank of America? For Bank of America, by selling this product, what is the advantage? They got all the money what they have spent on application development. They got all the money back. In future also they can sell this product to multiple other banks. Financially they got advantage. In future any issues, framework if they are upgrading, they will sell the upgrade also upgraded information also to other banks. They are making money in 2 ways. Providing credit cards, they are anyhow all banks are making. Bank of America specifically making money by selling this product. Right? That is the biggest advantage of doing this. Another advantage. Whether you sell it or not depends on you. Even if you are not selling, others will create it. Try to give them chance. You sell it and may get the advantage financially. Okay. So this is another advantage when you are going to come up with the design of framework and implementation application. Everyone clear so far? All of you online. See, anything you are learning, I'll take more 5 minutes. Anything you are learning, remember one thing. Any technology, not only Pega, you should understand the technical aspects in your day-to-day life. In your day-to-day life, if you are able to just match the technology, then only you will be able to learn the technology at its best. You are learning technology only in the technical perspective, not in the real world perspective, real life perspective. Then it is of no use. Okay, unless in your imagination, if you can match this with any of your real life aspect, maybe business or personal life, unless you match it and understand, it is not considered as learning. Okay, simply you might have learned C programming language. For loops you might have learned. Okay, for loop, while loop, do while loop, something. In reality, where do you come across for loop? In real life, in your day-to-day life, where do you come across with for loop? If you do not know this aspect at the time of learning, that is not learning. That is not considered as learning. That is just a by-hearting of syntaxes. Maybe by-hearting of a program. You have got 100 out of 100 marks in the examination of C language. In textbooks, there are 100 programs. Any program given, you have given answer. Any technical aspect given, you have written answer. You got 100 out of 100 marks. Does it mean you are a techie? You are just a copy-paste person, for your information. Even you are getting 100 out of 100 marks, it doesn't mean that you are technically good in C language. Did you create any of your programs for yourself? Then you are considered to be a techie. You come up with your own business solutions in a different way for what is already present in the market. That is also okay. I'll tell you an example. I used to transfer money by net banking, IMPS or NEFT or anything, right? But today, how I am transferring money? Phone Pay, GPay, right? Phone Pay, GPay, UPI. UPI money transfer or NEFT, IMPS, both are ultimately you are achieving the same goal, but the way you designed is different. Which one is more successful now? UPI payment. You don't need to go to register a customer and all. UPI payment is just in minutes. You will be doing it. So one business idea will change the entire world. It is not only you. Those who have started this UPI idea, they might have become a millionaire or billionaire. Definitely, right? So the high priority for anyone while learning technology, your mind should always think about the business. The primary thing is what? Business. The secondary thing is what? Technology. If not technology 1, technology 2, not the technology 3, no problem. Business is always the ultimate one. Whoever has a great business mindset and the ideology and business process definition, okay, they will be number 1 in the market anywhere, right? All your CEOs are MBA students from maybe high standard organizations or institutions. They are not a developer like you, like not a BTech CSC IT. Developers will always be developers. On top of developers, businessman will be ruling. So it is always your priority should be given. First you understand the business, then you think about the technology matching with the business. Apply the technology in a business, it will become a functional component and will provide solutions to the customers. If your solution is successful, you will become a billionaire overnight once it is successful, but you might have struggled years and years behind. Okay, so that is what I want you all to set your mind to more understand your day-to-day life. You don't need to go anywhere. See, YouTube application is there. There are so many functional features, right? While you are learning Pega, try to implement YouTube analytics, try to implement YouTube registration form, try to implement some other monetization form, and the background logic or travel ticket booking application is there, right? Maybe cinema ticket booking. Access movie ticket booking application that you try to create in Pega. You don't need to go for anyone else asking for what is real-time project, what is real-time. All this YouTube, this movie ticket booking, travel ticket booking, IRCTC booking, all these are real-time applications or not? If you're not getting imagination by yourself, just see the existing one. Come up with new ideas. Copy the existing ideas just for the technical practice. Come up with your own new ideas of designing the things. That's where you become an architect. That is what most important for a learner. It is not learning syntaxes and simple navigations. Everyone getting? Okay. This is how your mind should be. I mean, like your thinking ability should have to be transformed going forward. Okay. So all about what you are going to think while learning any technology is real life, real life, real life. Technology, you learn any technology, apply in a better way to provide better solutions to the customers, then you will be number 1 in the market. Okay, so that's it for now. We will continue tomorrow. See what you will be receiving today from us. Same in the WhatsApp broadcast. Till Wednesday, you will receive everything in WhatsApp only, because I did not take your email IDs and all, right? I will be taking your mail IDs on Wednesday morning. So by the time everyone should finish making the fees payments. Yesterday night, many of you have done, I know. If you have already done, ignore. Other resources, try to complete it the earliest. Wednesday morning, you don't come back and say me, I am trying to pay, I have KYC issues, my payment got stuck. We have given enough time, that's what I feel, right? For you to add the account, cooling period, everything will be done and you pay. Enough time is given. You attend tomorrow also same meeting link, Wednesday morning also same meeting link. Thursday morning, you will not be able to connect if you are not there in the group, because meeting links will get changed. That link, new link, I'll be sharing Wednesday morning within the WhatsApp group, which we have already created for online. Offline, anyhow, will take the data and you are not allowed on after Wednesday at all. Okay. So make sure you do it today itself, because it will be easy for us, even everyone is doing at the same time. It will be easy to verify. And once you are done, while you are sending the screenshot, remember it should have a transaction reference number. One thing. Second thing is, you just mention you are opted for classroom or online training also. You mention accordingly, we'll add you into the respective group. Okay. So by this time, many of you have done. Ignore those who are already done. Other people, please kindly complete it today at any cost, if possible. Otherwise, complete it at least by Wednesday afternoon. But because you will not be able to attend on Thursday. And also, I will collect all your details after Wednesday's session. After Wednesday's session, I will collect all your details. Okay. That time only I'll take your email ID. And Wednesday after session is done, I will create one email group for all of us. You will be receiving all the documentation, video, everything on the email starting from Wednesday class after. After Wednesday session is done, you will receive all documents from day one. Whatever I have sent from day one demo onwards, till Wednesday, you will receive once again on the email. Just keep it. Till then, till Wednesday, you will be receiving everything on your WhatsApp, like how you are receiving daily updates. The document what is being shown up here, this one, it will be sent to you today on your WhatsApp. Don't open in your phone. Forward from your WhatsApp to your email, and then open in your laptop. You can easily see. And this video which we are going to post, you just go through this video. If you want to revise to understand the technical concepts, directly don't go to video. If you go through this theory document, will you be able to understand or not? First you finish it. Any doubt, you watch the video. Otherwise, it is not required. You cannot watch 1 hour video. That is not possible usually. Okay. Okay, that's it from my end for today. And we will meet tomorrow, same time, 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. I'll open the meeting. Every day, same thing. 5 minutes before, or at least 3 minutes before, I'll open. Okay, but remember, don't be worried if meeting is not open. It will be open for sure. If I am not going to open, definitely there will be a message that I will be sending. Today I will not be opening the meeting, like that. But if you are not receiving any message from me, you even wait till 7:59. It will be opened by 8 o'clock at any cost. If any issue like power failure also, we have backup everything. Internet failure also, we have multiple internet connections. No issues. From my side, everything is ready. We will be joining classes regularly. There won't be any holidays or something like that. You make sure you attend regularly. Let's meet tomorrow. I will share this document. Go through it at your scheduled time, whatever that you have planned to sit on further homework and all assignment. Your assignment today is no practical, all about theory. See, it's not that you read the document and leave it, please. Try to compare this document points in the real world. Like I told you one restaurant example. I told you one bank example. Why don't you come up with another example while you are reading? Just to say yourself, your mind. Come up with some other different example and try to match it with the technology. Then you will better understand the technology. Along with my example, which you take a civil engineering example. You're constructing a building and all, plan and all you will be doing, right? So core framework plan and implementation plans like that, you come up with your own examples, then that will give you a clear idea of the technology. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. I'm going to close the meeting now and you can wind up for today. Thank you very much. You'll receive this document after 1 hour. Okay, fine, you can wind up. Thank you. But starting from Wednesday, immediately once after your session is done, you will receive all the documents and everything. Till Wednesday, it will get delayed. Okay, fine, wind up. Thank you. And classroom students,